Have you been dreaming of opening your own assisted living facility? Well, congratulations. You are about to embark on a life changing journey. You're about to take on a huge new chapter in your life, and it's an exciting time. But let me be clear, this is not an if you build it, they will come situation. We've got to dive in and give you all the nitty gritty. To open your own assisted living, you need to do a lot of things. But most importantly, and first things first, you need to determine the correct market. You have to make sure that you have done the market research. I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to who say, "Oh my gosh, I watched you on YouTube and I learned all about assisted living from you. And then I went out and I bought this home and I've opened it and now no one's even coming to live in there. And I thought you said the silver tsunami was coming. And what's going on? Why don't I have it?" Oh my gosh. If you haven't done the market research to determine who lives in this market, how many assisted living beds exist, how many new ones are being built, you need to follow the McDonald's method, but you also really need to determine what's happening now and what's going to happen in the future. You need to do your internal feasibility study to get those numbers down pat and have your demographic research done. We're not actually searching for the area where the senior lives, we're searching for where daughter Judy lives, the 50 to 70-year-old upper middle class making 2 times the median income homeowner college grad. Where does she live? Because she is the adult child who is going to decide where mom or dad goes, what they need, how much they're willing to pay. She doesn't want to drive 45 minutes outside of town just because it's cheaper. She wants to drive 5 minutes on her way home from work. So, demographic, researching your market, doing an internal feasibility study will be the make or break for you in this industry. Then you need to start building your business plan. You're probably going to want to raise capital and you want to get that funding together. It could range from $300,000 to upwards of $3 million. But the most important thing I want you to remember is you do not have to use your own capital. So creating that business plan, pulling together your pro forma and your accountability charts and your board of advisors and all of these different things to find out exactly what you're looking to do, how much you need to raise, how long the project's going to take. That plan will guide you along the way. Then you want to determine which of the 4 methods you are going to use to get started. And those 4 methods are this: one is buying land and custom building from the ground up. Two is buying a single family home and converting it to become an RAL. Three is leasing a home to use for this. And four is buying an existing RAL business. Once you've determined which of those 4 methods, you're going to want to lock down that property or property and business or land, and then start the renovations or start the build. Don't forget about fire suppression and maximizing space. You're going to need a lot of storage. Okay. Storage is everything in assisted living. Make sure that you check out this other video here on YouTube about the 3 smartest options to participate in RAL, where I share with you really how you can get started and which of those methods is the most lucrative and which one you maybe want to avoid in this market. Check that one out next. Once you've got your property and you're doing your renovations and all this stuff is underway, then you want to start working on your license for the facility or the home. And just to give you some background, you won't have a license. The home will, your licensed administrator will, and your caregivers will. So you want to get started on that home license. Then you're also going to need to start hiring the right people, that administrator and those caregivers, as well as your other independent contractors, like your handyman, your landscaper, your activities person, chef, all those different people. Training and onboarding them is next, because even though they may have their license, they may not be trained in the way that you want them to be trained in your home. And of course, you need to set up your systems. What do you want in your policies and procedures? What is your emergency plan, menus, schedules, all those things that you're going to need to submit to the state to make sure that you are ready to go and ready to open doors and welcome residents. All the while, you need to have been marketing. Filling the beds is going to be key, and building relationships in the right places in this industry is everything. It's kind of chicken before the egg. Like, how do I market something that doesn't already exist? But you have to start marketing, even though the home doesn't exist yet, because people need to learn about what's happening, learn about what's coming, following your journey. So when it is time to open, you have a waiting list instead of starting marketing then, which is seriously going to screw you over. Everything is kind of happening at once, but To break it down, that's really the most simple way to go about it, right? Doing that market research, finding out your demographics, creating your business plan, raising capital, choosing your one of the four methods, starting that build or reno, hiring your staff, making sure your docs are in order, and then really marketing the home. So I break this down a lot more intensely in the RAL Academy 3-day fast track. But go watch this video next if you like learning with us and want to continue. See you there.